Hi, I'm Alana. 5 years of marriage to Derek felt like a dream come true until it wasn't. We met in college, dated for 2 years, and tied the knot in a beautiful beach ceremony. Everything seemed perfect. He was attentive, loving, and we rarely fought. We bought a cute little house in the suburbs and talked about starting a family soon. But there's always a catch, right? Mine came in the form of my mother-in-law, Martha. From day one, she made it clear I wasn't good enough for her precious son. At first, it was subtle. Little comments about my cooking or how I kept the house. Sweetie, don't you think Derek deserves a home-cooked meal after working all day? I always iron Derek's shirts differently. Let me show you the right way. I tried to laugh it off. Keep the peace. Derek would just shrug and say, "That's just how Mom is. She means well." My best friend Tara saw through it immediately. We've been tight since high school, and she doesn't miss a thing. Girl, that woman is a nightmare. You need to set some boundaries before this gets worse. I know, but Derek is so close to her. I don't want to come between them. There's a difference between respecting his relationship with his mother and letting her walk all over you. Derek needs to have your back. I thought I could handle it. Every Sunday dinner at Martha's house became my personal hell. She'd find something new to criticize. My career choices, my appearance, even how I loaded her dishwasher. Last week, things escalated at our monthly family dinner. Martha had outdone herself with a roast that was admittedly delicious. When I offered to help with dessert, she jumped at the chance to point out my flaws. "Oh, I've got it covered, dear. We all know baking isn't your strong suit. Derek told me about that birthday cake disaster." I felt my cheeks burn. "I'm trying to learn. Derek said he actually liked that cake. He was being kind. A good wife should know how to prepare proper meals. Derek works so hard to provide for you both. And what exactly do you bring to the table? Sometimes I wonder if he wouldn't have been better off with someone more domestic." The table went silent. I looked to Derek, expecting him to defend me. "Mom, come on!" He started weakly. "I'm just saying what everyone's thinking. She's practically useless around the house. And what's going to happen when you have children? Will she know how to be a proper mother?" That's when I stood up. "I don't deserve this. I've tried for years to gain your approval, but nothing is ever good enough." I didn't see it coming. Derek shot up from his chair, his face contorted with anger I'd never seen before. The slap caught me across the cheek so hard I stumbled backward. "Don't you dare talk to my mother like that in her own house!" The room froze. My hand went to my stinging face, tears welling up. In that moment, I saw the truth about my marriage, my husband, and what my future would be if I didn't act. I stood there frozen, the sting on my cheek burning while everyone at the table stared. My brother-in-law Jason and his wife looked down at their plates. Nobody said a word. I grabbed my purse and walked straight out the front door, my legs somehow carrying me to my car. The drive home was a blur of tears and racing thoughts. How had we gotten here? 5 years and Derek had never laid a hand on me before. My phone buzzed with his calls, but I ignored them all. Instead, I called Tara. "I need you. Can you come over?" "On my way. What happened?" "Derek hit me." Saying it out loud made it real. 20 minutes later, Tara was examining the red mark on my face, which was starting to bruise. "We need to document this. Take photos now, tomorrow, and the next day to show the progression." I can't believe this is happening. Listen to me. This isn't a one-time thing. Once they cross that line, it happens again. Trust me, I've seen it with my cousin's marriage. But Derek never... The Derek you thought you knew never would. But he just showed you who he really is. And that witch Martha has been working on him for years. I heard the garage door open. Derek was home. "Do you want me to stay?" Tara asked. "No, I need to face this. I'll call you later." After Tara left, Derek walked in, his face a mixture of anger and shame. "Baby, I'm sorry about what happened. I lost my temper." "Don't baby me. You hit me in front of your entire family. You disrespected my mother in her house. What was I supposed to do? Defend me, your wife. The woman you promised to love and cherish?" "Look, I said I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Mom called and she thinks we should all just move past this. My blood boiled. Your mother thinks? The woman who's been belittling me for years? The one who pushed you to this point? She didn't push me to do anything. And she's right, you provoked this situation. I provoked you to hit me? Is that really what you're saying right now? You know how important family is to me. My mother was just trying to help. Get out of my sight, Derek. I can't even look at you right now. The next day, while Derek was at work, I made 3 stops: an electronics store, a hardware store, and a lawyer's office. By afternoon, I had tiny cameras installed in our living room, kitchen, and bedroom. The lawyer had given me clear instructions about being a single-party consent state for recordings. That evening, Martha came over uninvited. I heard them in the kitchen while I pretended to be upstairs. She's overreacting, Derek. Women need a firm hand sometimes. I feel terrible, Mom. I've never done anything like that before. Sometimes we need to teach people how to respect us. Your father had to remind me of my place early in our marriage, too. It made our relationship stronger. I don't know. Listen to me. You can't let her walk all over you and disrespect me. A man needs to keep his wife in line. That's just how marriage works. I clutched my phone, watching the live feed, a strange calm washing over me. Now I had proof. This wasn't going to be my life anymore. The next morning, I called my brother Jacob. We'd always been close, but I'd been keeping the problems with Derek and Martha to myself out of embarrassment. I need your help, Jake. Something bad happened. What's going on? You sound terrible. Derek hit me. It was after Martha said some awful things, but he actually slapped me across the face at dinner. I'm coming over right now. Pack a bag. No, don't. I have a plan, but I need your help to pull it off. An hour later, Jacob was sitting in my kitchen, reviewing the video footage I'd captured. This is sickening. That woman is poison and Derek is spineless. You're coming to stay with me when this is all over. I need to do this right. If I just leave, they'll spin the story and make me look crazy. What are you thinking? I want to expose them both. To his workplace, to the entire family, to everyone. But I need more evidence. That's dangerous, Lana. What if he does worse than slap you next time? That's why I have these. I showed him the tiny cameras. And why I've scheduled a meeting with the police tomorrow. The next day, I sat across from Officer Bennett, a woman with kind eyes and a no-nonsense attitude. The video evidence is good, she said, but we need more to make charges stick. Has he threatened you directly? Not yet, but his controlling behavior is getting worse. Yesterday, he demanded I share my location with him at all times and took away my credit cards. Document everything. Text messages, emails, financial records. Start keeping a journal with dates and times. And most importantly, have an exit plan ready. These situations can escalate quickly. Over the next week, Derek's behavior grew increasingly controlling. He'd call multiple times during the day demanding to know where I was. He installed tracking software on my phone, which Jacob helped me bypass with a burner phone. Derek even started showing up unexpectedly at my workplace. Just checking on my beautiful wife, he'd say to my co-workers with a charming smile that never reached his eyes. Last night, the cameras caught Derek going through my personal emails and texts. When I confronted him, he exploded. You've been talking to your brother behind my back? After everything my family has done for you? Your family? You mean your mother who treats me like garbage? You will show her respect, and you'll stop talking to your family about our private business. This morning, Martha came over again. I pretended to be in the shower while they talked in the living room, perfectly positioned in front of my hidden camera. She's getting defiant again, Derek. I've seen this before. Once they think they can challenge you, the marriage is over. I don't know what to do anymore, Mom. You need to make it clear there are consequences. Remind her who's in charge. Sometimes a little fear is necessary to restore respect. You mean like, I'm not saying hurt her, just make her understand what could happen if she continues this behavior. A little threat can go a long way. I silently thanked the camera for capturing every word. Martha had just given me exactly what I needed. That night, I copied all the video evidence onto flash drives. One for Officer Bennett, one for Derek's boss at the accounting firm, one for his brother Jason, and one that would go directly to Martha's church group, her precious social circle, where she portrayed herself as the perfect Christian mother. I called Tara and Jacob to help execute the plan. Everything's ready. Tomorrow's the day. Are you sure about this? Tara asked. More sure than I've ever been about anything. Jacob picked me up early the next morning while Derek was in the shower. He's going to be furious when he realizes you're gone. Let him. By noon, he'll have bigger problems. Our first stop was Derek's workplace. I'd made an appointment with Mr. Peterson, the managing partner. Mrs. Holloway, what brings you here today? This flash drive contains videos of my husband physically abusing me and his mother, encouraging more violence. I wanted you to know what kind of man represents your firm. His face turned ashen as he watched the footage. This is disturbing. I assure you we take this very seriously. Next was the police station, where Officer Bennett was waiting. We'll be filing for an emergency protective order based on this evidence. You've done the right thing. By afternoon, Derek was blowing up my phone. Where the hell are you? They've suspended me pending an investigation. I'm exactly where I need to be, away from you. This is insane. You recorded our private conversations? Do you know how illegal that is? Not as illegal as assault and making criminal threats. Officer Bennett says they're bringing charges. You manipulative bitch. Goodbye, Derek. The fallout was swift and devastating. Derek's family saw the videos next. His brother Jason called me that evening. Alana, I had no idea. The things Mom was saying. I'm so sorry we didn't stop this. You all watched him hit me and did nothing. You're right. There's no excuse. The next day, Martha called, hysterical. What have you done? Everyone at church is looking at me like I'm a monster. You are a monster, Martha. You encouraged your son to abuse his wife. I never said. It's all on video. Every word. 3 days later, Derek was fired. The restraining order was granted. His family stopped speaking to Martha, and her church friends excluded her from their gatherings. The woman who'd built her identity on social standing had nothing left. Derek tried apologizing once, leaving a tearful message. Please, Alana. I've lost everything. My job, my family. I need you. I deleted it without responding. 6 months later, I moved into a new apartment. Tara helped me decorate, and Jacob installed a security system just in case. How are you feeling? Tara asked as we hung curtains. Free. For the first time in 5 years. Completely free. Do you ever think about forgiving him? I thought about the bruise that had lingered on my cheek, the fear I'd lived with, the way Martha had poisoned my marriage from the start. Never. Some people don't deserve forgiveness. They deserve consequences. The divorce was finalized a year later. I heard Derek moved out of state, unable to find work locally after the scandal. Martha lives alone now, shunned by the community she once ruled. As for me, I'm building a new life, one where nobody gets to define my worth but me. What would you have done in Alana's position? Was she right to expose Derek and Martha so publicly, destroying their reputations and careers? Or should she have just walked away quietly? Did they deserve everything that happened to them? Or was her revenge too harsh? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this story of justice served cold, hit that like button and subscribe for more compelling stories that make you think. New videos every day.